says Iceman 22.
Want to see some more tools? Look where you want to get out there. That's what you want to do. You can sit out there, but don't drive it. Stay here. Or if you do, put your seatbelt.
I don't think we can because he doesn't have his driver's license.
Oh, well, you heard him. Huh? Pretty soon. 13 more years. Yeah. So on this side too, we have some more medical equipment. So this is our trauma bag. This is our oxygen. So in here we have a whole lot of different things. So we have a stethoscope so we can listen to people's lungs. We have a blood pressure cuff so we can take their blood pressure. We have a glucometer in here. This checks people's blood sugar in case they're diabetic. We have a thermometer and that'll check if they have a temperature or not. We have a typical pen light that we can check their pupils, because depending on the size of your pupil, it can tell us a lot of different things. Like if you have a head injury, your pupils will actually change. They'll get, usually one side will get really big and it'll stay dilated. Sometimes if people take certain medicine, it makes their eyes very small, their points in their eyes. So we can tell if maybe they took too much medicine or not. So there's a lot of things that we can do with our medical supplies, and inside here we've got, so when we go to a medical call or a car accident, we have this is our medicine kit. So if somebody has chest pain, we'll give them some spray, or if they're having trouble breathing, we'll give them a nebulizer. If they're having allergic reactions, some people can't be around bees or peanuts, we have some medicine for them. So we have a lot of different things that we can use. We also have suction tubing in case somebody's choking. We have airways to help people breathe. So we've got a lot of different tools on this truck that we can use to help people in a lot of different ways. What do you think? Are you guys still intrigued, or am I starting to bore you a little?
Lot to see, eh?
Yeah. We've got a special washing machine here. So this washes all of our turnout gear, because you don't want to wash your regular clothes with our turnout gear, like our black gear, because there's lots of smoke deposits and they're called carcinogens, and they're not good to get on your skin. They can cause cancer. Oh, here, come, I'll show you something fun. You guys, what else do we have?
So you need to dry your hockey gear.
Yeah, we can't put it back on our truck, because if we go outside, it might freeze to the truck. So we have to hang it up way up here. So this is where we hang all of our hose.
How do you even reach?
We find this ladder up here, and we put the hose on this hook. And at the top, there's a button to bring this up and bring it down. And then all the water drains out into the drain and it dries. And this is all of our Firehall hose. Those are little ladders that we use just for the Firehall. So sometimes we have to change the lights on the ceiling, or when we do spring cleaning, we have to clean the ceiling and the walls, so we have to get up high. So we use it for a lot of different things. So we have hose hanging in our hall, so we can replace every piece of hose on the truck if it gets dirty. Okay. We've got some foam. That's the foam that I told you about, the dish soap that we use for fires. So we use that. That'll help put the fire out and suppress it. And yeah, we've got a coat rack here. So after we wash our gear, we need it to dry very quickly, because in case we have another fire, we need a second coat to use, right? So these have, if you look, these have little legs and arms and body, and there's a fan here. So we'll hang our pants up and we'll put our jacket over, and it's a blow dryer that will blow it from the inside out. And as it hangs, it'll dry from the inside. So we've got 6 here, and these are for our gloves and our balaclavas. So put your gloves on here, you open it up, and then it'll blow air out here to dry your gloves out. Sometimes just hanging them up takes a long time. You guys want to look in the ambulance? Come on, we'll show you the ambulance. Hey. Oh. Okay. not going to go in this one because it's a little dirty and a lot of sick people go in here. So if you don't have the flu right now, you might get it if you go in there. So they have a stretcher in here. So this, if people are hurt or if they're not feeling good, if they're short of breath, they'll go on this stretcher just so they don't have to walk more and exert themselves. And sometimes it'll make things worse. They've got a couple different chairs to work with the patients. Yeah, and this is their bag. Did you see our black bag full of medicine on our truck? Well, they have a blue one. So it's got all the same things in it. They've also got oxygen, and if you look in here, this is all their additional equipment. So they have burn wrap in case people are burnt to help them feel a little bit better. This morning we had somebody who was pregnant who was having a baby, so we had to go help her this morning. So we had to use, it's called our obstetrics kit, and they have one as well. And yeah, there's nothing to be scared about in here. It's actually turning the lights nice and bright, and then that's it. It's a nice little trip to the hospital if you ever need it. Hopefully you don't.
So this is one of those new power stretchers, eh?
This is a power stretcher. Yeah, so all the lifting is just a plus and minus to raise and lower it. I believe the capacity is 500 to 600 pounds. Yeah. Otherwise, if it's any heavier, we have a bariatric unit that can come out. This one you still have to load and unload it. So if we take it out, I'm going to just pull it back. Aiden. So now I'm bearing a lot of the weight right now until I start to lower the legs. Now the new ones, we have 2 or 3 in the city. It's actually a machine that will pull it all the way out for you and lower it, so then you don't have to raise and lower it. Because sometimes you'll get some heavier gentlemen that are 400 pounds, and there's one person who's 160 trying to raise and lower them. Not counting the stretchers, at least 100 to 150 pounds. So it's a lot of lower back kind of work. Yeah. So this kind of helps relieve a lot of the lifting for the paramedics and firefighters. And lots of times we'll try and grab an end, 2 guys per side. But once you get so close, you kind of got to leave it to one guy. Or going through some of the older homes, the staircases are only yay wide. So it's a bit of a challenge for us. But that's why we've got enough hands all the time to get people out when we need them. Do you guys know the number to call us if you ever need us?
911.
Exactly. And for what reasons would you call us?
For a fire, if someone's really injured.
Anything else?
Not that I know.
If there's a car accident, you can call us too. Or if there's somebody in the river, you can call us too. Or if there's somebody on the ice, you can call us too. Or if somebody's trapped up high on a building or in a tree, we do high angle rescue, water rescue, ice rescue. We all do hazardous materials. So in case there's a spill or a gas truck that leaks or a gas line that's been ruptured, we can all attend that. We can come to quite a few different things. So we were attending a lot of the bomb threats in the city earlier this year. So there's always something for us to do. And then when there's nothing for us to do, and there's no emergencies, we do a thing called pre-planning. So we do inspections. You might see us in the city during the day. We go out to the businesses and we have a check sheet we walk through. We make sure that they all have fire extinguishers. We make sure they have exit signs on their doors in case the power goes out and there's a fire and people need to get out. We make sure they have emergency lighting. And for us, if there's ever a fire, it gives us we can become familiar with the business while it's not in smoky conditions. It helps us. You guys want some of those? We got some books and treats for you guys if you guys would like. So we locate another truck and they'll build a meeting. So if they say there's a big fire and a lot of trucks in the south end are all there, we'll send an extra truck from the north end or east or west to cover that area. Yeah, they're
Those things, okay, you can't just.
exactly. All of our fire trucks, we don't have to get local.
You're welcome.
So once they get some orders,
coupon for a free coffee.
Using the pump on the truck uses like enormous amounts of fuel. So if you're pumping at a fire for
This is the coffee. You probably don't drink coffee after you.
so if you're running that truck on high
Do you have? No, here. How about you give it to them, make their day? Then,
Coupons there, you can get a coupon.
what would you like? Ice cream cone?
These trucks are always full or three-quarters.
Another ice cream cone? We got one more thing for you guys here.
No, it's fine.
Have your activity book.
It's all,
That's a color.
the rubber ones we only use for our trash. So every fire truck has 4, unless it's a ladder or a squad, they only have 2. Every ambulance has 2, right? This unit is only manned if we need it. So this isn't a full-time unit. This is only our mass casualty incident unit. So if we do require it, the chief will come and pick it up and go, or one of our firefighters will go and transport it.
Then you have a couple of supervisors.
Yeah, and we're 24 hours, right? So we do 10-hour day shifts, 14-hour night shifts, and we rotate like that. So it depends on the station, depends how many trucks you have, right? I mean, if you have a ladder and a pump, you'll have 6 guys, and then depending on how many paramedics, you'll have 8. I'm from downtown, so we usually have 15 firefighters and 7 paramedics, so we've got 22 down there. Here they only have 6. Every home's a little bit different depending on the demand for the area, right? Like denser populated areas, you need more machines, and if you go more, you know.
There you go, folks. Winnipeg Firehall. St. James Assiniboia Firehall number 4.
I put one back.
There was a time when they did open houses that they would actually take you through the whole station and show you the living quarters and everything else, but it's the way things are, you know. It's an active station, so they want to kind of limit where you go, and it's the trucks and that are the most important. Let the kids see. So anyway, I'll let you go. So take it easy and have a good one.